Everything's okay. Well, welcome. It's another game, another day, another dollar, another game. This time a bit different. Currently live, and there's pretty much looks like a lot of people online. But what we do have is, oh Christ, I've just seen one of the guys' players' names. We do have a 17 plus, I guess, Nomad. There's a couple of 1700s, but also 1800s and even a casual 1900 just thrown in for good measure. It's Nomad. I would never really do a lot of Nomad. I mean, the last I did a Nomad, generally casting-wise, was a long time ago, but it's not awfully, I think, that common to find when I feel like the volume's a little bit low. Alright. Okay, it's a little bit louder now. That's fine, as we see. Well, let's go over the Sifs, shall we, whilst we're at it. It's a mirrored matchup, of course, and we've got, in the orange, we've got... Oh, man, I'm going to call him orange just for the fact that I will have to try and keep myself on a straight-face basis, because that is just unbelievable for a name. Honestly, unbelievable. So orange here, he's playing as the Japanese. His teammate is going to be yellow, and that's actually going to be... Actually, how do you even pronounce these names, honestly? Calicato, I'm going to call him that, because why not just butcher the name while you're at it? Anyway, he's going to be playing as the Goths, and to round it all off, we're going to have in the green, on the other side practically of where he is, where actually it was actually a very conveniently house placed by purple there, but we'll get to that in a second. In the green, Clark still playing as the Mayans. Now, up just to the north of him, by the way, is actually going to be VNS TG, and I think that's just out of range TC-wise, but boy, that is close. And in between those two are 3 boars. Now, interestingly here, this house placement by Venus has actually stopped yellow from being able to go around and pick up these boars. I have a funny feeling that this villager is, I think, going to build a dock, I hope, because he's walking far too close to that TC. Oh! It's going for a hunter. It's going to go for the boar. It's going to run underneath the TC. Okay. Fortunately, it's got loom. And second of all, there's only 2 villagers, so... Oh, and look at this move by purple as well. Gonna palisade the wall and kills a villager of green. Oh, Clark. Oh my god. Savagery. But this is genius. What he's doing is he's gonna try and block green from getting the boar and able to funnel it into his TEC. That has to be one of the most ingenious things I have seen in a long time. He will just try and lane the boar, you know. That's what he's going to try and do, to try and lane at least 1 or 2 boars. I think he's going to do 1 actually. But he's actually going to try and take this boar back round. Oh, he's going to kill the boar in the range of purple's TC. Oh, if he just stopped shooting the boar, he would have been absolutely fine. And look at purple, just going to take it like he just doesn't care. And, getting close there, buddy, but that was brilliant, honestly, on a whole different level of brilliant. So he's actually going to take that boar, and I think it's just out of range as well from the Green's TC of Clark still, but pretty exciting stuff going on. We'll get to this back in a second, because we haven't gone to the rest of the team. In the blue, the highest rated player in this game, it's going to be 4T. He's under the team name of Sick Tactics. Relatively newish clan, but it's got some pretty big player base and some pretty higher level spec players, so interesting to see how this clan will perform. But Sick Tactics 4T here in the blue playing as the Mayans. We've already gone through his Zaxowit. The last player to introduce is Ji Chang Wook. At least he's got a relatively sensible name I can pronounce. He's in the playing as the Goth. Thank you very much to tell me that. Updates, man. Updates. But Ji Chang Wook... Oh, okay. Ji Chang Wook is Goth. He's got a boar next to him. He's actually got a pretty decent space for himself. He is not too far from Orange. Orange is actually going to try and take this boar, though. He has got the loom, and it's definitely within a good distance. By the way, I have to say, Orange's TC is actually pretty good as well. But sadly for him, he has docked in a rather unfortunate position where it's just a lake. Just a lake. He does have a few shore fish, mind you, and this actually could be quite useful in the later game. This actual lake itself. What I mean by that, I mean like maybe the castle age. He just brings that boar in nice and tidy, yeah, no problems there. It's like actually Ji Chang Wook just walking by with the villager like he just doesn't care. He's just like, whatever, I don't care. I'm just going to walk through. You will see Orange's base though, most likely, so it's interesting to note. But what this in the castle age you can see on this lake here is that I think it's actually quite interesting for Orange. Because it's actually quite close to Red, and it could be quite a decent position for him to, you know, if any pressure comes down on him, he can get a couple of galleys out, or even potentially war galleys, and just try and defend his base with that sort of method. I don't think he will do it, though, because you don't need to unless you have to sort of situation. But again, as well, he's playing as Japanese. They don't get, they do get cannon galleys. It's the one thing, of all things, I don't know much about water particularly awfully well. Like, which civs don't get or get cannon. So they do get, yeah, they are a good water civ, so I imagine they would get cannon galleon. But anyway, so with the cannon galleon in Imperial Age, now that would be very interesting because you can put 1 to 2 docks, get a couple of cannon galleons, and just siege the enemy base from there because they are quite close. He's even going to put a couple of palisades in the house next to him just to keep him safe. And there we go. Nothing else to it. Now, it'd be interesting if he does also go for another dock as well. He's putting a house down here. I think he might. It's a really weird Nomad style map as well. Normally, it's fairly-ish even when it comes to the actual map spread out. But what you see here is you've got a very tiny narrow lane on his right-hand side and a massive open set of water up in the north. So people like VNS Axos really benefited from this because there's so much fish in this side. Where on the other side, maybe it's more towards the right-hand side, is very little. Looks like Clark still's actually okay. There's plenty of fish near him. Actually, quite a lot in that one section. That's actually a really good dock, surprisingly. For what you think is actually quite close to the edge of the map, it's a really good dock. It's even got a couple of docks down. Really good boom hard on the fish. So good for him. Oh, good God. So, just like Kalakato is... Uh-oh. VNS Axomit's in a bit of a problem here. He's actually going to lame Green's Gold. He unfortunately not going to be able to do it in time, though. It's actually well spotted there by Clark. But with that, though... 1 second, let me... Oh, how's it going, Cannibalist? Oh, but yeah, with that, though, what's actually going to happen here is that, he's still going to be able to access it, like 2-3 tiles. It's okay. It's pretty manageable. There's a hole in the wall there, though. I hope he notices that. It looks like as well, Calicato's also docked this lake. It's a bit bigger and it's got a bit of a few fish inside it. It's definitely a lot better than Orange's first dock, that's for sure. He's still got a fish boom on it as well, it seems. He's got plenty of fishing ships out. He might get a second one down. Yeah, he's going to get a second dock down. But look at this second dock, though. I mean, he's not really having the luck today. He's got one fish. And he's right next to blue as well from 4T here. So any fishing ships that he does create, not looking good for him, that's for sure. So, looks like, what's he going to go up towards here? So, 4T here's got 5 on the gold, actually. My apologies. 5 on the gold. I don't see a second dock as of yet. Oh, there it is. There's a second dock. So, he's got 2 docks down, relatively quite close to each other, and in between Orange's second dock. So, he's going to Field Age himself. It looks like he's going to be the second person to click up towards it, and he will probably drop another dock down, it seems. It seems, anyway. Or he's bringing a boar. It's hard to tell. There's a bit of lag just kicking in there. He's a builder. She's a builder. Ah, there we are. Second dock being put down there. Now, this is rather unfortunate, I find, a little bit here. Because, you know, if Blue puts down, or 4T puts down a third dock, let's say, it's an immediate disadvantage, technically, really, for Orange. Because he's got to put another dock down on this side. So there's a lot of wood having to be thrown into this just to be able to try and keep up here for 4T. But anyway. Anywho. Looks like VNS TG just built a mill there. I mean, he needs to build a mill anyway, so why not build a mill at the edge of the water and just take up the shorefish? I mean, very good fast gathering rate, of course. Villagers. It is a problem he's going to have very soon, though, because he has not clicked up until now, and 40's actually clicked up to that castle age already. Hot damn. He is on the way up. He will get a couple of galleys out as well, just to put some pressure on the water as Orange just gets up. So he's already immediately down in terms of uptime. 40's already clicked up to the castle age, by the way, on top of this. With how many fishing ships? 11 fishing ships. But holy cow, Clark still is on 20. 20 fishing ships. The man is a madman. Oh god, this is embarrassing. Okay, Saxaway is desperate to get out. It's so much so that he's trying to batter down some palisade walls with the villagers. I guess it's forcing, you know, Yellow here to build some more palisade, but when you're committing 4 villagers to take down a palisade wall, and this villager here can just build it up in like 2 seconds, I think I know who's winning in this occasion. I have a funny feeling this could come to a point where Saxawet, who has, by the way, no gold access, no stone access, also just been towered as well, which is, by the way, a beautiful tower. I will add that, by the way. Oh, this is a problem. He's gonna have to basically migrate. I expect to see a transport ship coming out. Holy cow! Oh, I thought it was a castle then. It's a market. Forward market has been dropped, people. A forward market. So it's got a counter tower as well. This is actually a pretty good response, I would say anyway. I mean, why not? It actually does a little bit of 2. It's a bit like a 2-in-1 situation here. He's covering this wood line here, and he's covering partly of this wood line over here. If he gets to fletching as well, I mean, on for a winner. Actually, wait, he's building 2 towers? So he has got stone access. Oh, and he's managed to break out on the left-hand side. All he's got to do now is break down his house and, well, go absolutely nowhere because I can imagine Clark still might just stonewall this section off. But I do like Saxon's response. It's just do things by brute force alone. He must have some person on stone somewhere. We'll get to that in a second though, because on the water we do see, well, Orange here having a bit of trouble on the water. It seems that, of course, 4T getting a couple of fire ships out now. He's in the Castle Age. Pretty much most of the fish here has been eradicated, has to be said. Looks like Orange has lost all of it. Looks like Ji Chong Wook has also moved his away. I think also 4T just moved some fishing ships away, so he's fine. He's absolutely fine. It's more of Orange here, bit of problem. So he's kind of lost the water already, a bit unfortunate for him. So what next? I have no idea. So Ji Chong Wook up on the castle edge, getting the wheelbarrow right now. I think, what's his plan here though? Is he going for the water himself? Okay, fire ship's coming out from him, so he's looking to try and take some water control here. Is it actually all the way around? No, it's not all the way around. It is landlocked in terms of not going to be able to get all the galleys all the way around. So what this will mean is that these galleys are going to meet an unfortunate end unless Ji Chong Wook can come to his aid very quickly. Looks like he's going to stand there and fight. Oh! Just realised that it will not let him go all the way around, and say goodbye to those galleys, my friend. It is over for you. Anyway, Clark still up in the castle edge. Sadly enough, though, he couldn't be able to break down through the house because it seems that, oh, yeah. Oh, look, a transport ship. There we go. As I suspected, a transport ship. Now, I guess he's just gonna sling. Honestly, I can't expect Saxon's able to get much going apart from a sling. I think this is just more of an insurance policy. Get like 5 villagers out now, move them over to a part of the map where no one is actually going to hurt him. So up at this top left corner would be beautiful, by the way. Plenty of big abundance of resources. Okay, so 14 upwards to the Imperial Age. Yep, there we go. Saxon has just slung him as well, so it's just... That is confirmed, people. There's a sling coming on. I mean... Since when do you ever sling the Mayans on Nomad? Since when do you ever sling them? So he's gonna sling them, gonna go to the Imperial Age. Alright, has he got a castle coming down? He's got a university. And it looks like Clark Still's gonna try and put up the pressure ever so slightly on towards Saxon here. 2 mangonels coming up, making a mangonel from 4T as well. But 2 of them trying to take out this tower. I imagine he would also just break down this, well, he would just delete this palisade section of wall, come on through, start sieging the TC. And Bob's your uncle. Looks like he's got his insurance policy in check, though. That transport ship is on the move. Looks like he'll drop those villagers off. I guess right in Blue's base, I imagine, wants to keep something safe. Oh, there we go. Dropped off. Right by his dock. How handy is that, huh? And they're going to go straight to... Oh, so that's where he went to. The stone was... There was the stone all along, actually, next to Blue's... Oh. Okay. That answered the question from earlier on in terms of how did he afford those towers. So it looks like Orange here is trying to fight back on the waters. Got a few more galleys coming out. War Galley is on the way as he's just advanced to the Castle Age. And... Looks like Ji Chong Wook is still trying to continue with those fire ships. He's actually got 3 TCs now up and running. His economy is starting to steadily increase. 46 villages to be precise. 53 coming out though from 40, and he's in the Imperial Age, mind you. Good news though on the other team is that, well, Calicato is their highest build count number though on 51, but the rest of them are lagging behind, 39 and 34 apiece. As more Clark still, I'm actually worried for here. There's a castle up here from the mains. This looks like to be a second castle, just from the position of those villagers. Let's go to his point of view, shall we? Yeah, soon to be. 200 more stone to collect. He just bought another 100 stone. He just needs a bit more gold or something just to get that stone count over. In the meantime, though, he will build a quick house. Because what else do you do with like 10, 15 villagers when you're waiting? But this is a real problem because the main player here, 4T, can just hit 2 players' economies without having to travel much distance at all. In fact, this trebuchet could probably hit both TCs if it was like here or something. But anyway, so that TC from Calicato is starting to go down. Clark still is advancing to that Imperial Age. But what is he going to be able to do? He has, however, killed quite a few villagers of purple. Oh. Oh, that's like a mother just going to go down, though. That's one. Oh, that Magadel shot just fails to connect on that villager. Oh, but the tower goes up, though. And it would be brought down to a swift end as well. So carving out a path, it seems, here by 4T. Takes that 1 TC from Calicato. He's like, I need stone, fast. Fast, fast, fast. And it looks like Calicato just bought 400 stone. Orange is like, I've got no market, so you're kind of out of luck here, buddy. And with that, it looks like it's going to move on in. 4T is going to move in. These pretty much as elite. No, they're not. But they got +2, getting the braces very shortly. This Mangonel is taking barely any damage, but there we go. That Mangonel coming in from 4T will take care of that. And with also that being said, Saxon, you know, he's okay. He survived. G-Shock, no, that was Orange built a tower there by his dog. Probably just to try and protect it, interestingly. Just like random to note, but I was like, oh, is that Red's tower? But no, it's actually Orange's, interestingly. I think really else to mention at this point is like more of the actions all based around here. That told you that trebuchet, 2 TCs, not a problem. Oh my god, 98%, and he lost his TC. No. Oh my god, he lost his only TC, and it was a 98% to Imperial Age. Oh, that has to be one of the saddest endings I have. I wasn't even noticing. I knew it was going to Imperial Age, but I thought it was done by then. I thought. I thought he had more TCs as well. Oh, good God, that is just tragic to look at. 98%, and it goes down like that. And it wasn't even any. I don't think there was any effort, well, much effort anyway, to repair it. Bewildering, but there you go. Rip lol. Feels bad. Yeah, it feels bad, man. That is bad. And then there's just a castle just dropped right on top of Calicata as well. Well, there we go. Fairly quick game for a Nomad. 31 minutes to be total, and well, yeah, it was. I guess just Sling wins. He should have sent all his builds to repair. Yeah, he probably should have sent all his builds to repair it. But he probably thought I could get away with it. But even then, I mean, I didn't think that game was going to last much longer because there was no real. I kind of cast with 87 builds, but wasn't up to Imperial Age. Green had like 52, was going up, was 98% to Imperial Age. But I guess he could have done something because the Eagle Warriors at that mass would have done a lot if they got the elite upgrade in, which I'm not too sure he could have done because I don't think that economy was big enough. But anyway, if he did, he probably could have done well because there's only one castle, well, 2 by then, but basically not many plumed archers, and he could have probably fought that back a little bit. So with that being said, though, economy goes probably towards Ji-Chang Wook here on the food, but the rest on the stone and gold goes to 4T. And actually the wood, of course, goes to the person who's trying to go on water the most. That was Orange. I'm not even going to pronounce his name. And there we go. There we go. Society, yeah. Yellow having the most. Oh man, that was tragic beyond belief. I